This is a story of a remarkable coincidence
and the legacy of an ancestor.
It's a beautiful day here in Meghalaya.
The long wait for the Niangtaser or the World Cup insect is finally over.
This periodical cicada bizarrely appears once every 4 years, and that too just a few weeks before the Football World Cup.
People are coming in large numbers to celebrate this special occasion in Ri Bhoi district. This is the only place in the world where you will find the Niangtaser.
So if you miss the game this year, you will have to wait till the next FIFA season in 2022.
For centuries, our ancestors have told stories about how it came into existence.
I started yesterday from Shillong, which is 55 kilometers away. If I miss this chance, I'll get to see this insect 4 years from now.
Let's go straight to the game now. On one side, you have Team Niangtaser, aka the Cicada Chremestica Ri Bhoi.
And on the other side, you have the tribal hunters.
Team Niangtaser has been underground for the past 4 years, living on sap from bamboo tree roots to reach this stage.
They are armed with 2 sets of wings, 3 pairs of legs, a pair of antennae and 5 eyes.
Yes, they have a set of compound eyes that catch the slightest motion and 3 gem-like ocelli for varied lighting conditions.
In 45 minutes, these infant Niangtasers will become adults and fly away.
It is said that we view the Niangtaser just as food, but it is only human to be excited about hunting it, as it appears only once in 4 years.
Hey, check out Team Hunter here. Their clans have been hunting Niangtasers for centuries. They know that these cicadas appear only twice in one night, and then they need darkness and silence to develop.
It's 8 p.m. here in Saiden village in Ri Bhoi, and the atmosphere here is thrilling. The match has just begun.
Michael there, moving swiftly towards the goalpost. He is a skilled one.
Little Ramos tackling him strongly, isn't he? Not giving up the fight. No, he isn't.
Oh, Michael can't get past this one. Ramos will not crack under the pressure of the lights and sounds.
Close! That was really close. He missed it.
Team Hunter is back in action now, and the clock is ticking. They want to catch Niangtasers as vulnerable imagos or infants.
There is not a second to waste. They have all of 45 minutes before the imagos develop wings and fly away.
And he scored! Superb! But it isn't over yet. There are so many of them to tackle tonight.
Team Hunter has one thing that the Niangtasers don't. Brute power.
It's tragic for the Niangtaser because the bamboo that it feeds on becomes the weapon for its death. It's sad, but the hunt must go on.
Jordan there, riding in on his decade-long experience to divert little Leo. But Leo is the king of the night.
It's a goal! Leo flew away, and they don't even know how, where or when.
Look at that. Niren has got one, and he's thrown him down in the bamboo container. Crushed him. Oh, he will savor this.
These hunters look like they will not spare anything in sight, will they?
Goal after goal for Team Hunter there. What a game! What a night!
They are walking back with their prize, proud and elated.
I have a personal attachment to my late husband because those days he used to sponsor the prize money for whoever gets the most of those insects.
So have you ever eaten a Niangtaser? What does it taste like?
Yes, I have, with the rest of the village in Saiden Lailad in Meghalaya. It's salty, textured, a lot like cheese, but crisp and delicious. Best have the tribal way, cooked in bamboo containers over wood fire.
We buy Niangtasers from hunters for 400 to 500 rupees a kilo and cook and sell it for 20 rupees for a spoon. It's good business.
Why I studied these cicadas, because these cicadas, I found it is like endangered species.
This insect has been found to be one of the rarest insects in the world. Rare in India because most probably this is the only reported periodical cicada in India.
Rare and endangered? That begs the obvious question, why eat it?
Actually, eating is not the problem. It's the natural cycle of life. Every living creature is a part of someone's food chain. It's the law of nature.
Then how is it endangered?
It's quite obvious. The destruction of its habitat is the real problem that is threatening the existence of the Niangtaser.
If there are no more trees and bamboos, this insect will become extinct because it will no longer have a place to lay eggs. If trees and bamboo are there, we believe that Niangtaser will also be there.
Meanwhile, the Niangtasers that were not hunted down have now grown to be beautiful black adults.
They will sing, mate and lay eggs. In a few months, these eggs will hatch into little nymphs that will fall down and live underground for 4 years once again.
Legend has it that the Niangtaser is named after a woman called Taser, who was quarantined in the forest fearing a plague.
And 4 years later, when villagers went to check on her, they found no human remains. All they saw was these little brown crawlies. So they named the Niang or insect after Taser.
It is said that Niangtasers have appeared consistently after every 4 years since then.
Reincarnation, immortality. It's a little hard to digest.
What can one say? That's the tribal way of life. Let me tell you, tomorrow these tribals are going to do all they can to ensure that the game goes on for generations after them.
Yes, they will, because being in harmony with nature is the quintessential philosophy of tribal living.
For instance, here in Meghalaya, tribes preserve several thousands of their unique species of flora and fauna as a treasure in forest reservoirs called sacred groves.
Well, then the Niangtaser saga is but a small tale in their large repertoire. Stranger things can happen here.